Hey there! Welcome back to another episode of yeah. We don't have a name for this. I don't know what to call it. I don't know what we call this. So it's a video, I guess, is all it is. So welcome back to another video. In my last video, I asked for you to go ahead and submit questions to me and through my website, and I would go ahead and answer those questions to the best of my ability. So here we go. This is what these videos are all about. Hopefully, everybody can learn from my answers in these questions. Question asked is this: Hey, Dr. Chad, my name is Cindy and I'm 43 years old. I've read many self-help books and tried many programs over the years. I understand and agree with most of what I've read and learned. Why is it that my life does not seem to change, and why am I still struggling? Well, Cindy, there could be many reasons for that, actually. That's, to be honest, I would probably have to talk to you to determine that for sure. But the simplest general answer that I can give you is that would apply to why most people don't seem to have these big successes or the big life-altering moments after they buy or read a self-help program or book. The answer is this. Either the book is not so much a self-help book as much as it is an information book. One of the books that I would consider in that category would be The Secret. The Secret is filled with concepts and ideas and information about laws and the way the universe works, but it doesn't give you any general understanding. It doesn't give you the kind of information that would allow a fifth grader to understand it. The other thing that The Secret falls short on, in my opinion, is practical application. It doesn't teach practical application of changing your way of thinking. And ultimately, in self-help, that's what you're trying to do. You want to change your way of thinking. Because unfortunately, if you think that a self-help book is going to provide you riches just because you read it and agreed with the concepts, or that The Secret is going to put you in touch with the all-knowing to allow you to manifest whatever you want on a whim, and you're not going to have to do a whole lot for it, I got to tell you, you're after the wrong thing. Every self-help book should be designed to change the way you think. Now, some will try to tell you what to think. Others will just teach you how to think. And there is a very distinct difference. Those that try to teach you how to think and can provide you with an understanding in such a way that you understand why these things need to change and why the way you're thinking now doesn't work and how it really affects you, then you can start to apply some principles. And these same books would have a practical way to apply these ways of changing your habits of thought. Ultimately, self-help books should be to change a habit, because your thoughts become habits in your life. Your habitual thinking becomes a physical habit in your life. So ultimately, if you want to change, you've got to change a habit. The biggest reason that a lot of people fall short, the biggest reason that the self-help industry is booming right now, is because people aren't sticking with whatever concepts or practices or applications that they have long enough. Quitting smoking, let's say. It's an extremely difficult habit to change, but it's a good example for especially those that have quit smoking or have tried to quit smoking, and to those who know a smoker or have known a smoker. Changing a habit is no different than quitting smoking. It requires just as much willpower, it requires just as much mental strength, and it requires just as much longevity to overcome. Smoking can take anywhere from 30 to 90 days to overcome the urges and the constant battle mentally of, oh, I want a cigarette. No, I shouldn't have a cigarette. I'm quitting smoking. You know, the constant mental mind games that are going on. So every habit in your life is the exact same way. The longer the habit has been in place, the harder it is going to be to break and change. And you can't just get rid of a habit. You have to replace that in your mind with something else in order for it to work. So it takes time, Cindy. It takes time to apply these principles. So either the book is the problem and it doesn't provide you with all the necessary information, or you're the problem and you're giving up too soon. And most people that, and you stated here in your question that you have tried many programs over the years. And to that, I would say, trying is, well, Yoda put it best. There is no try, right? Yeah, Yoda. So there is no try. You either do or you don't. either you're going to do what the book tells you you should try to do and apply these principles and continue to make that change in your lifestyle, because it's not just something you're going to flip a switch or do for a week and hey, it's going to fix everything because I did it for a week. That doesn't work. It's impossible to think that it's going to work. Self-help is about changing your life, changing your mindset, changing your way of thinking, changing your lifestyle and your habits and everything about you to something that you want to become. Most people don't want to be poor. Most people don't want to struggle. Most people don't want to live paycheck to paycheck. Most people don't want to live on the verge of losing their house or their car or not being able to provide food for their families. Most people don't want any of these things. They want something bigger and they want something better. Well, to get those things, you have to change the way you think. That's all. That's all you have to do. But it's difficult. And depending on what it is you have to change in your thinking, that can be the most challenging. Figuring that out is just as difficult to process. But fortunately, that's why I'm here. We're going to work on getting all this stuff together for you guys so that you can apply these principles that I've learned and bring the same kind of abundance and joy and stress-free lifestyle that I enjoy. So anyway, check back often, and we'll continue to post these videos and continue to answer your questions. Thanks, and have a great day.
Please subscribe to my YouTube channel.